Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for April. I hope you're well. I am going to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Libra out there, so guys, take what resonates for you. Simply leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. And as always, Libra, please don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Libra? Libra. A lot of you guys know I am also a Libra. All right, so we have the Devil in reverse. We have the Five of Wands. And coming out together is the Queen of Swords. There we are, Libra, stepping into power. And the Seven of Wands in the reverse. All right, so I do feel like you've had conflict with somebody here, and I feel like your energy is saying, look, I'm going to cut this person out. I'm going to cut this situation out because I don't want the conflict here. I'm cleaning up my life. I don't want to deal with your messiness. With the Devil in reverse, you're having nothing to do with toxic energy. So you may feel that there's somebody here that you are just like, you know, putting to the side because of the toxic energy. So let's see. Show me who is in Libra's energy. This would be somebody that you may have felt very much attracted to, but I feel like you're just not having it. All right, so we have the Hierophant, sign of Taurus. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and we have Judgment. So the person that's in your energy is showing up here being already in some sort of commitment, or perhaps wanting a commitment with you. With the Nine of Swords in the reverse, they're tired of worrying about this situation. I do feel like there is somebody that has been in their energy. It is likely a female. It could be an older female. And this person, I do feel like has been very cutting to this person in some manner. With Judgment here, this person may feel like you're judging them. But I also feel like this person would like to come back together with you. Let me see the energy between Libra and this person. Four of Wands. Yeah, this person is in a connection, and you're viewing this as being toxic. This is somebody, though, that I also feel like you wanted to have this solid connection with. And now you're just like, okay, you know what? You're doing you over here. I'm cleaning up my life. I'm not going to delve into any toxic behavior with you. Stability is very important for you, Libra. I see that. This person could be a little bit of a partier. Let me see what's affecting the connection. Five of Cups. Yeah, there's sadness here. There was love here. There's obviously love here. But I also feel like, you know, there's been a lot of pain in this connection as well. So something in this connection, and it looks as if because this person may have been in another connection, this has been very painful. There's regrets here. I do have to point out, though, that there is still love that is present here, and you're both aware of it, but it's painful to you. Let me see. There's a lot of sadness that has happened here on both sides, a lot of anxiety, a lot of pain. A feeling as if the love has been drained in the situation. Show me the outcome for Libra at the end of the week. Yeah, like somebody just caused so much pain that it drained the love in the connection. What should have been between two people was between more than two, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. All right, so what this is showing me is that by the end of the week, you're not really putting effort into this. Your guard is high. You will definitely cut this person out if they approach you in an inappropriate manner. And I don't see you putting any kind of effort into this. You don't want to have conflict with this person. With the Eight of Swords here, again, there's been a lot of anxiety. This person wants to free themselves from the anxiety. They want to free themselves from this feeling of pain and hurt. They're recognizing that there is still feelings and emotions here. And I do feel like this person is wanting to come back together into this connection. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Underlying energy indicating that you may have felt very betrayed. Again, I'm getting that feeling that this person really did hurt you, and you're now trying to recover your energy, build yourself. You're avoiding conflict. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Devil in reverse? All right, so we have the Chariot reversed, we have the Ten of Cups reversed, and we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, there was an argument here, and basically that argument occurred because you told this person, I am not happy with the way the situation is. I'm not willing to move forward with this any longer, and I feel like you spoke a truth here. And that truth had to do with them being in another connection. This has made you unhappy. Something that, you know, this relationship with the love that's here should have made you very happy. You became very unhappy. It was like your joy was being robbed from you. I feel like there is still some stagnant energy here. I feel like you want nothing to do with anything toxic, but there's still some stagnant energy and there's still some unhappiness that's present here. I also feel like a lot of you would like to talk with this person. Why is the Five of Wands here for Libra? All right, we have the Star card reverse, Four of Cups, and the Devil. There it is. So, yeah, there was an argument. The conflict had to do with the toxic energy that's present here that was making you very unhappy. Libra, I feel like you feel that this person didn't recognize what you were bringing to the table, that there was all this love, that this could have been just like the most epic loving connection, but they were in a toxic energy, and you had to admit to yourself that you were also in a toxic energy when you were connected to them. And I feel like you wised up, but in doing so, I feel like it caused a lot of emotional imbalance. I feel like you're trying to learn the lessons from the past, and I feel like you've moved out of that toxic energy. And so I do feel that you feel disrespected by this person, and I feel like you're really kind of looking at the past. Now, a lot of you are not really accepting new love in your life right now, but it is present. I will tell you that. But you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. Let me see the bottom energy. Show me the bottom energy. Yeah, Three of Wands, King of Cups reversed, and the Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah, there it is. So you've got this Seven of Wands twice. You're definitely avoiding conflict with this person. This situation made you feel powerless because I feel like you have such deep love for this person. However, you feel that they didn't recognize it. And I do feel like that made you feel extremely powerless. I do feel like some of you are still waiting to resolve conflict with this person, but you're very guarded. So again, I feel like you would like to talk to this person. You have deep emotions, but you're keeping those emotions to yourself. You're not sharing them. And a lot of that is because you're not gonna argue with this person. You absolutely do not want to have conflict. It's like you have stepped out of the toxic cycle. You're not going to budge, but there is this desire to talk to them, and you're hoping that they will resolve the issues, that they will come out of the toxic energy. So let's see. Spirit, why is the Hierophant here for the person in Libra's energy? Justice in reverse, and the Six of Coins. You could be dealing with another Libra, but basically this is showing me that this person was giving their energy to more than one person, possibly between you and, could even be a Taurus here. but I do feel like this person knows that what they were doing was wrong. I do feel like they do want to balance things out with you. And I do feel like this person, you know, they definitely know that they need to clean some things up. So let's see why this Nine of Swords is here. Why is the Nine of Swords here in reverse? Why is the Nine of Swords in reverse? All right, Five of Swords reversed. And the Strength card in reverse. Sign of Leo. But this person wants to resolve the conflict that's between the two of you. They don't want to stress about this. I feel like this person has been thinking about you a lot at night. There is another presence that's here in their energy. Like I said, it does feel like it is a female, possibly an older female, but this person was very cutting. I feel like this person said some cutting things. I do feel like this person knows that they need to work on themselves. They do want to, you know, step outside of their ego. So this is somebody who realizes that they were wrong in how they treated you. They are, you know, basically being run by fear. And it is in some way connected to this other presence that's in their life. Something that this person said. I also feel like they do know they need to work on themselves, but I'm not necessarily seeing them do that right now. They know that they need to step out of pride, out of ego. There's some narcissistic traits here. And this person regrets the way they've acted, but I don't see them actually doing the work. Let's see why Judgment is here. It's like they're mired down in their own energies of regret, but not really putting in the work. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Cups reversed. Yeah, this has not turned out the way they wanted it to. I do feel like they are going to free themselves from something that they felt very trapped in. This person has been feeling trapped in something, and they want to free themselves from that. They want to resolve the problems between the two of you, and I do feel like this person wants a reconciliation. But they got to put the work in. Let's look at the energy between you. Show me the energy between Libra and this person. Yeah, you must have walked away from the connection, Libra. I see with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, you still are emotionally tied. They have the Death card in reverse, sign of Scorpio. But I feel like this is somebody who has unfinished business elsewhere. It could even be legally. There could be some legal issues that this person is trying to, you know, balance out. And it would concern something to do with money as well. This person is showing as still being in another connection. And for some reason, they want to end it, but they can't. And this is what they're going to be freeing themselves from. I do feel like you walked away from this. I feel like there was an argument. I feel like you just didn't want to deal with the toxic energy. And I feel like you're still emotionally involved. And they're hoping that you will come back. Because they feel like there's still business between the two of you. Why is the Five of Cups here? Why is the Five of Cups here? The Lovers, yeah, they have a decision between two people, and they're afraid to make that decision. Page of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you're not currently speaking with this person. Yeah, there's some immature energy here with communication. I feel like you feel this person is toxic, and I feel like you just feel that they didn't recognize the connection. I feel like you're coming across to them as ignoring them, not speaking with them. They're seeing you as being immature and unbalanced. But I'm not necessarily seeing that. I just see that you don't want to argue with this person. You're avoiding any confrontation because the entire situation made you feel powerless. Yeah, and you're looking at your behavior, which to your credit is good. I do feel like you're trying to learn the lessons from the past, but I feel like you're not in communication with this person. You're still stuck in a little bit of energy of sadness. You're stuck in the energy feeling like, that there was a lot of love here, but it got spilled out. In their energy, they have a decision to make between you and someone else. And I feel like they're also avoiding conflict, but they're afraid to make this decision. All the while, they're thinking of you as a soulmate, and they definitely have love for you. Let's look at the outcome. Show me the outcome at the end of the week for Libra. Show me the outcome at the end of the week for Libra. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Four of Wands reversed. All right, so I do feel like by the end of the week, this is still going to be very painful. So what I want you to know, Libra, is that there's third-party energy written all over this. And I do feel like it's been very painful for both of you. I feel like it's difficult for you not to talk to this person, but you just don't want to deal with a toxic energy or a toxic situation. So I don't see you putting any effort into it because it is painful. It makes you feel powerless, even though you love this person and you've been waiting for them to get their act together and to apologize. I feel like you feel that you're owed an apology here. But there's someone new coming into your energy. Now, in the past, you haven't really been open to new energies, but this might be somebody who is going to catch your eye here. I'm seeing on their side that this person does want to resolve the problems between the two of you. Be careful, this person could be self-medicating, but I feel like they're freeing themselves from a committed connection. So currently you have the Four of Wands in the upright, and in the end result, this person has the Four of Wands in the reverse. So while there's been a lot of pain here, this person has caused a lot of pain because they were fearful of making a decision. So they're going to have to decide what it is that they really do want. I do feel that this person wants a reconciliation. They want to resolve the problems between the two of you. They've been in this state where they've just been so full of anxiety and so, it's like they were afraid to make a decision. They didn't want to make the wrong decision. So I feel like they're freeing themselves from that energy. I don't see it happening by the end of the week because we still have this Three of Swords here. But I do feel like they're freeing themselves from another connection that they've been involved in because it's not what they really want. They're coming to the, conclusion that that's not what they really want. And what they want is a reconciliation. But it might be too late because with the Page of Cups, you've got somebody new that is entering your life. Now, the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups, and that is soulmate energy. So you could be very well meeting a soulmate here. Libra. Either way, I feel like this person's in regret. I feel like they're going to reach out at some point, not by the end of the week, most likely, but I just don't know if it's going to be too late. I don't know if it's going to be too late for them or, for this connection. All right, I'm going to pull from the situations and we'll see if there's any, there's something popping for you. Pulling for Libra. Wow. Okay. All right. So we have journal, writing, a diary, keeping notes. So you could be keeping a diary. We have poison, toxic, unhealthy behaviors in people. And see, that's what I'm telling you. You're just tired of dealing with that. And then we have today, present, in the now, in the moment. So, yeah. You've got somebody new coming towards you. It might be that you're at the point where you're tired of dealing with the roller coaster this person has put you on, Libra, and you might be seizing the moment with somebody new. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Libra. If you've resonated with this reading, please hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you in your next reading, namaste.